Broncos country, let's get straight to it. Sean Payton, the mastermind who brought us back to the playoffs in 2024, has a crystal-clear strategy to turn Bo Nix into the NFL's next big name. Nix's rookie year was eye-opening. 66.3% completion rate, 3,775 yards, 29 touchdowns, and just 12 interceptions. But Payton knows year two is where legends are born. The mission? Surround Nix with a killer roster, simplify the game for him, and let his talent shine. This isn't just a playbook tweak, it's a full-on rebuild of the offense to make Nix unstoppable. The centerpiece of this plan is second-year running back Audric Estime and Broncos country. This guy's about to become a fan favorite. A fifth-round pick in the 2024 draft out of Notre Dame, Estime arrived hungry to prove himself with a bruising running style that's pure power. In his rookie season, he rushed 76 times for 310 yards and scored 2 touchdowns, showing he can break tackles and keep the chains moving. With Javonte Williams gone, Estime steps into the RB1 role, and Payton can't stop raving about him. Year two for him, the running style and physicality, the things that got him drafted, Payton said with an excitement you can feel. At 6'0" and 227 pounds, Estime runs like he's got a personal vendetta against linebackers. He's the kind of guy who turns a 3rd and 2 into a first down and wears defenses down by the fourth quarter. For Nix, that's gold. Fewer obvious passing situations and more chances to use play action where he thrived in 2024. But Payton isn't putting all his chips on one guy. To keep the backfield dynamic, the Broncos drafted R.J. Harvey in 2025, a speedster who's the perfect complement to Estime's brute force. Harvey, out of UCF, has 4-second 40-yard dash speed and moves that leave defenders in the dust. Together, they form a thunder and lightning duo that'll keep defensive coordinators up at night. Why does this matter for Nix? A strong run game controls the clock, keeps the defense fresh, and opens up the passing game. In 2024, the Broncos' play-action rate hit 41.1% in the final weeks, the highest in the NFL, and Nix's QBR jumped to 80.9, among the league's top 10. With Estime bulldozing and Harvey slicing, expect more of those bootlegs and deep shots that had us losing our minds last season. Now let's talk about the air game, Broncos country. Nix proved he can sling it, but the receiving corps needs more firepower. Courtland Sutton led in 2024 with 61 catches for 834 yards and 5 touchdowns, but the depth behind him, guys like Josh Reynolds, Tim Patrick, and Marvin Mims Jr., was inconsistent. Payton and GM George Paton are eyeing the 2025 draft to land a game-changer, whether it's a tall wide receiver who wins contested catches or a tight end who stretches the middle. Picture Nix hitting a rookie like Tetairoa McMillan from Arizona or Colston Loveland from Michigan on a 50-yard bomb in front of 76,000 screaming fans at Empower Field. That's the kind of firepower Payton's chasing. He's also tweaking the playbook to give Nix more quick options, think slants, short passes, and screens, to keep the rhythm and avoid those long third downs that are a nightmare. The offensive line? Rock solid. Payton locked up left tackle Garrett Bowles with a 4-year, $82 million deal protecting Nix's blind side. Bowles, an 8-year vet, was a wall in 2024, allowing just 2 sacks and helping Nix get sacked only 11 times all season. That's insane for a rookie QB in a system that loves deep dropbacks. Right guard Quinn Miners, a wrecking ball, is another key piece, opening holes for Estime and pancaking defenders. Center Luke Wattenberg, who stepped in after Lloyd Cushenberry's departure, is an underrated gem growing into the role. This O-line isn't just about protecting Nix, it's about giving him time to make those pinpoint throws we saw against the Colts and Chiefs. On defense, Payton's counting on Vance Joseph's unit to stay ferocious. Broncos country, our defense was top 10 in 2024, holding opponents to 20.1 points per game and leading us to a 10-7 record. Pat Certain, too, is the best cornerback in the league, shutting down receivers like they're rookies. Zach Allen and DJ Jones clogged the middle, while Jonathan Cooper and Nick Bonito brought heat with 12 combined sacks. Payton's eyeing the draft for another piece, maybe a corner to pair with Certain or an edge rusher to replace Cooper if he leaves in free agency. A relentless defense means Nix can play with a lead, take smart risks, and not have to score 30 points every week. That's how you build a contender. Broncos country, let's take a step back and appreciate where we are. The Denver Broncos spent nearly a decade in the wilderness. Since Peyton Manning hoisted the Super Bowl 50 trophy, it was 9 straight years without playoffs, with 14 different quarterbacks starting games. Case Keenum, Joe Flacco, Drew Lock, Teddy Bridgewater, Russell Wilson, the list goes on. It was rough. Losses piled up, the fan base grew restless, and the glory days of John Elway and Manning felt like ancient history. But then came 2024, and everything changed. Sean Payton, in his second year, bet on Bo Nix, the 12th overall pick out of Oregon. Plenty raised eyebrows. 6 QBs went in the first round, and some thought Nix was a reach. But Payton saw something special. A guy with 5 years of college experience, 61 starts, and a knack for making plays under pressure. Nix's rookie year was a revelation. Sure, it started rocky. 2 picks in a Week 1 loss to Seattle, another tough day against Pittsburgh, but Payton never wavered. By midseason, Nix was soaring, leading a comeback against the Colts in Week 15 with 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to clinch a playoff spot. His final stats: 3,775 passing yards, 29 passing TDs, 4 rushing TDs, and even a receiving TD on a trick play. That's 34 total offensive touchdowns, the third most by a rookie in NFL history, behind only Justin Herbert and Cam Newton. Broncos country, we've got our guy. The 2024 season ended bittersweet. That 31-7 wildcard loss to the Bills stung like a frigid Denver winter. Nix played with a fractured transverse process in his back, suffered in Week 13, and still managed a touchdown pass. Payton took the blame, admitting he didn't prep the team right and made questionable calls, like using Tyler Beatty over Esteem. But that's what makes Payton different. He learns from mistakes. The 2024 season was a foundation, ending a 9-year playoff drought and giving us a 6-2 home record. We crushed the Chiefs 38-0 in Week 18 and nearly derailed their perfect season in Week 10. Nix's 80.9 QBR was top 10 and our play-action game led the league late in the year. This isn't luck, it's a team on the rise. Payton's track record gives us confidence. This is the guy who turned Drew Brees into a Hall of Famer, leading the Saints to a Super Bowl and 8 straight winning seasons. He sees the same potential in Nix, a cerebral QB with a quick release, sneaky athleticism, and ice in his veins. The 2025 season is about taking the next step, turning a playoff team into a Super Bowl contender. With Nix on a rookie deal, Denver has cap space to make big moves, and Payton isn't afraid to swing. Broncos country. This news hits different. It's not just about schemes. It's about pride, hope, and a future we can all embrace. Bo Nix, just 25 years old, is our guy for the next decade. Payton's plan to lean on Esteem and Harvey means Nix won't have to carry the team alone. A bolstered receiving core could unlock an air game that needs a spark, and a defense that's already among the NFL's best gives us a shot to hang with anyone. The AFC West is a war zone. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are still the gold standard, and the Chargers with Justin Herbert aren't pushovers. But 2024 showed we can compete. That Week 18 massacre of the Chiefs, Nix outplayed Mahomes and our defense turned Arrowhead into a ghost town. We nearly spoiled their perfect season in Week 10, falling just short. Payton's plan is about closing that gap, giving Nix the tools to go toe-to-toe with the AFC's best. This is also about you, Broncos country. We endured the dark times, the 5-12 seasons, the quarterback controversies, the next year promises. Now we're seeing light at the end of the tunnel. Payton's accountability after the Bills' loss shows he's not here to mess around. He's building a culture of grit, and Nix is the perfect leader for it. Playing through a back injury as a rookie, that's the kind of heart that wins over a fan base. With Esteem's power, Harvey's speed, Boley's protection, and a draft class that could bring a star, we're not just dreaming of playoffs, we're dreaming of February. Broncos country, I'm all in. Payton has a vision, and it's taking shape. Estem's gonna be a bulldozer, Harvey's a home run threat, and Nix is ready to take the leap. The O-line's a fortress, and if we land a stud receiver or tight end in the draft, this offense could be unstoppable. My only worry? We need an alpha WR1 to stretch the field. Sutton's a beast, but we need a guy who forces defenses to rethink everything. If we get that, and the defense stays top 10, I'm saying it now, 11-6, a playoff win and a real shot at the AFC Championship. Peyton's history with Breeze tells me he knows how to build a monster. Nix has that same fire, that same ability to elevate those around him. And don't sleep on the intangibles. Nix's leadership, work ethic, and ability to take a hit and keep throwing. Broncos country, this is our moment. It's up to us to pack Empower Field, make it the loudest stadium in the NFL, and push this team to greatness. So Broncos country, it's time to make some noise. Sean Payton's got the plan, Bo Nix is ready to shine, and Audric Esteem's about to run through walls. Are you hyped for 2025? Can this team take us back to the Super Bowl? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's make this channel the heart of Broncos country. Smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell for all things Broncos. Let's ride Broncos country.